Hopefully this wants to pop. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Right. Yeah, we were in the subway. That was it. Just keep them in your room now. I can't deal with... Yeah, it does sound like it. The D&D space thingy. Yeah, that's actually the most accurate description I heard. The D&D space thingy. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of, like, the creatures in it could be described as space thingies, right? Oh, you had yours on pre-order, did you? Now, do you order from, like, like Amazon or something like that? Or is there, like, a smaller... Even if it's an online digital version, but a smaller kind of, like, mom and pop style game store you get your stuff from. So when I've ordered the D&D books, I've got them from a place in the UK called Magic Madhouse, which is, I think, basically started its life as like a Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh card online retailer, but now they also do a bunch of board games and RPGs and things like that. So they are specialists in that sense, but, you know, they are still an online store because they work out actually cheaper than Amazon. I think I have to pay a little bit of shipping as opposed to, you know, with Amazon, you obviously with Prime you'll be fine, but even then, they work out cheaper. Yeah, it's out on the 16th, isn't it? So it does mean, like, some smaller places might have got their stock in and already started sending them out just to make sure they're there because of the postal service is unreliable. I don't know, but yeah, there's a chance it might already be in the post, but in all likelihood it's not going to be showing up until probably Monday the earliest, right? And is this one specifically you wanted, or is it just like, I have the collection now, I should just get every book? So I'm not sure about whether it's going to be high on my priority list to get Spelljammer. I guess it's going to be dependent on, like, what monsters and stuff are in it. Hey, Game Lord, welcome back. So, how many hours sunk into Cult of the Lamb? So what was it? It went live at about 5 yesterday. So were we playing it until like 3 in the morning or something like that? Also, it's just easier for you to order from Amazon. I mean, yeah, I mean, Amazon has become a dominant force just because it's easy to do stuff on it. Right, also, I guess this one... Yeah, some really baked in stuff right there, isn't it? Yeah, I guess we've got some hard to shift stuff. There we go. Oh, is that it? Hello, goodbye. That's all we get from you, Game Lord. Seen as you live in magical faraway land. I mean, do you actually have, like, local game store or anything like that? Because I know I know you've got a bunch of the books, but have you done, like, the in real life play? Have you actually sat down at a table with folk? And if so, has that been, like round a friend's house or family or something like that? Or have you actually done, like... What do they class it as organised play? The stuff at, like, I guess, trade events, cons and things like that, but also at local game stores. Yeah, but they charge you the faraway Magic Land fee. Oh, okay, yeah. The price they put on top. And welcome, Cinder. How are we? Are you happy and relieved? The arc is now complete in last night's game. Chance for a fresh start? Or is it now the stress begins of, like, trying to think up a new storyline? So, no, you haven't done it in real life. I mean, like me, I've been playing now for, what, a couple of years? And still haven't done the in real life play stuff either. Right. Come on. Time to clean up. Not too bad getting all packed up for Scotland. Yeah, so when is it you're heading out? Is it tomorrow? Was it 13th you were heading up? Not going to have to think about it for a bit. Yes, switch brain off, come back fresh and renewed to it all. Yeah, I guess it would have been, like, majorly stressful if, like, you disappeared off for the, what, 3-4 weeks it was and just left it hanging. At least this way there's the break, and then there's the break from having to think about it as well. Oh, you got a meeting? Go. You go be productive, I guess. We'll speak to you again soon, JC. It is tomorrow. Okay, yeah, and it's, like I said, I think it was 3 weeks, wasn't it? Ding. Right, also, we did get a ding off this pillar, didn't we? Yes. Yeah, whole year as of next week, yeah. I mean, did you envision it would be a long-running campaign as it was? Or did you think it'd be, okay, we'll play it and we'll see where it goes? Oh, you're going to Scotland for a couple of weeks. I can't remember. Fringe is still on at the moment, isn't it? Because it tends to be the whole of August. So is it vacation? Is it business travel? What's taking you up north of the border? Beaker. So, Cinder, I know why you're going up. You're going up to, I guess, be productive. What was it? It was the roofing, weren't it? You were doing holiday. Okay. And what part of Scotland you headed for? Because Cinder, you're pretty remote. You're actually the Highlands, aren't you? There'd be fields and mountains and shit like that around. Second one, you were very unsure whether the campaign would last. Yeah. I mean, admittedly, we have lost a few players. What was it? 2. There was Bittleby after his chaotic start. Of course, we lost a chaotic kobold as well. About 9 miles. Yeah, you can't get much more Highlands, right? The tippy top of the country. That would definitely qualify. Okay, platform wall is big, so it's going to be all of that as well, is it? It seems to be. Okay, yeah. Right, maybe we forget about this bit then. That's going to take a while. Okay, I guess we can do this sign. So is that door complete? Maintenance door... Maintenance door itself isn't. Is it going to be like something ridiculous, like it's a tiny bit... Yeah, there's a tiny bit underneath the sign, apparently. You've got to check the diary for the actual location. Oh, okay. So are you going solo, Mika, or is this a family thing with friends? Are you going out on the lash every night? Or is it meant to be, no, getting away, just isolation, don't want to talk to people? You played D&D with Ickleby not too long ago. We met up and your little group played the Final Fantasy XIV 5e module. And talk about chaotic D&D players. Hey, how are we, Gary? I had to. Yeah, how's tricks, Gary? Have you recovered from the epic battle from last night? You're going by yourself. A bit of a reset, to be honest. Although there will be some drinking involved. I mean, are you a whiskey drinker, Mika? Because I mean, I mean, if it's Scotland, it's either for the whiskey or I mean, if you're getting drunk on the cheap, then it's like, what is it? Tennant's Lager. You gotta go full Glaswegian. I like how he also, yeah, Chip is introducing himself as King Chip now. He's fully embracing it. Right. Do we have a small step? We don't. Is there a box step somewhere? There isn't. So presumably these ladders will prop up against the wall. Allow me to get on top of that. I guess it'll be against these walls. There we go. That's all we were after. Bing! I guess also on the other side. Let's do this. Let's fucking do this! You've actually got a bottle of scotch next to you. I didn't realise my streams were that hard to get through. They required alcohol. Oh wait, just in general. Okay. When I send the audience to drink, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Last time you went up to Scotland, you don't think there was a single night you didn't drink? I mean, I'm not going to say it's a coping mechanism, but I mean, I guess up in the Highlands there isn't a whole lot to do, right? Because last time you were up there, it was late autumn time? Oh no, it was last time no, you were in there like spring, wasn't it? So it's in between the showers, I guess. So yeah, maybe it was like, okay, well, I can sit out and fish in the cold and wet, or I can sit here and drink. See, I think you got some fishing in, didn't you? If you'll take more time there can be a whole city made. Yeah. Fully embracing... What was it? It was Fabricate Spell, wasn't it? I'm not a big whiskey drinker. I really can't, to a certain extent, tolerate it. It's one of those drinks that do make me feel quite ill. I could only have a tiny amount, and that's it. I mean, I'm alright with other spirits, but, you know, whiskey is definitely my Achilles heel. Granny's Helm. Okay, that definitely sounds like fairly remote, kind of somewhere, doesn't it? That definitely has got the ring of, like, maybe it is Highlands as well. Fishing, drinking, building, world building for Spelljammer, and playing some Terraria. Also, that's what's been loaded onto the Switch, is it? Because, yeah, you were trying to figure out what you were going to take with you, weren't you? do all these pillars. Nice and easy. I guess not so easy. There was no ding. Give me the ding. There we go. Also, I'll reward myself with a sip of coffee. Yeah, because you had hoped that Bear and Breakfast could have been the one you took with you, wasn't it, for the Switch? But yeah. Hasn't released yet, and there's still a to be considered when it gets released. Dunnock. My Scottish geography ain't great. I've got a rough idea, like, where Edinburgh and Glasgow are, and I know where John O'Groats is because it's the top end of the country. That's about it. That's where I'm all I can probably do. Somebody would ask me where, you know, Aberdeen or Stirling was or somewhere like that, I would probably roughly point, but I would probably be several miles out. Like I said, it does sound fairly remote. Ding. Yeah, don't go doxing yourselves, folks. Right. Let's... Well, we're already making an impact in this little getaway. Like I said, I think we did the most difficult bit. I guess it was on that side, wasn't it? Yeah. Because it was the hard ground in oil patches were tough to get rid of. Everything else has been fairly straightforward pass. There we go. Well, this is the real question, I guess. Will both you, Cinder and Mika, be listening to the locals to try and improve the Scottish accent for the various dwarves and that are utilised in whatever D&D games you play? It's a fact-finding mission, and how to better do accents, right? I will say, Cinder, you do a pretty good Scots. Yeah, what would, like, I mean, the go-to accent for space elves and space dwarves and space gnomes be? For some reason, I'm thinking a lot like Swedish, Dutch and things like that. I feel like they'd be a lot more laid back. It's character research for a quarter. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's quite the entrance, Dex.
Welcome.
But no, thank you for the follow. Posh Scottish is a thing, actually. It's like, yeah, Edinburgh accent. Yeah, it's one of those, like, weirdly, some Scots can sound more English than English. For some reason. They, like, enunciate the Queen's English, but, you know, with this slight Scottish twang. It's weird. I can't do it. I can't really do accents. But there's a weird thing, like, some Scots can sound like more Queen's English than, like, most kind of, like, BBC news reporters, but there's this strong Scottish underlying accent there. It's very odd. I have been sipping, don't worry. Cheers. And there has been several back cracks of recent. I mean, I've only just gone and got fresh brewing of coffee and water and stuff. So I spent a good 5 minutes, like, stretching. There you go, there's a pop. Takes you a bit of country music listening to get the Southern American accent proper. So there's a lot of I mean, I don't even know country music. I guess the closest would be a bit of Johnny Cash. Just re-listening to Hurt or something like that. Yeah, Nicola Sturgeon would be a good one, yeah, as a the kind of like the posh Scot. Yeah. Get that twang. Yeah. Let's... Oh, is that what... I mean, we have a rule here. If you start talking about food, you do sidetrack everything. Admittedly, I think I've got some pasta in. I don't know whether that's going to be this evening's meal. I guess whatever's quick and doesn't involve me standing in front of the oven too long. Or oven, but hob, you know. Because it's going to be very warm. And standing in front of a cooker is probably going to be even more warm. Yeah, Lorraine Kelly would be a good example of posh Scots. Yes, yeah, well, we've been playing it on and off for, like, the past week. But yeah, we were playing it the whole of yesterday. I guess I should actually turn those points off, shouldn't I? Because people could redeem them, but they're not going to actually do anything whilst I'm not playing the game. Let me toggle that off. Because I know somebody's going to click on the thing and go, why is it not working? It's because the game's not running. I want me points back. I go, well, I wasn't the idiot that clicked on the thing that was very game related. I can't do anything about that. Did your pink unicorn guy survive? I want to say yes, but we've reached the stage now. It doesn't matter whether they live or die. We can always bring them back, or we could always kill them off. There's multiple options open to us. We can make them die if we want to. We could even ascend them to the higher planes. But, you know, resurrection's a thing as well. Your Chinese parents are having sausage rolls. Are we talking Greg's sausage rolls here? Because, I mean, I'm sure that was a side topic yesterday. The virtues of a piping hot Greg's. Yeah, because it was... somebody came in and said they'd gone to Greg's, walked out, and some vegan was complaining at them. So they literally stood in front of them at all three Greg's sausage rolls. Just to prove a point. You just got the game. It is very good. I mean, I can't remember. Are you a fan of... I know you kind of like some of the life sim stuff, like the... You know, the closest analogy is stuff like Don't Starve, Stardew, Animal Crossing. It's got very kind of big Animal Crossing vibes for the town management thing. And because it's town management, because you're getting other people to do the work, it does feel to me quite like Oxygen Not Included. But the dungeon crawling is, for me, very, very similar to something like Binding of Isaac. You can consume an unholy amount of Gregs and not suffer the ill consequences. It's something about the flaky pastry on the Greg sausage roll, right? You prefer making your own. I mean, yeah, but if you want... It's the same thing. It's, you know, walking into Greg's, this is bad for you, but it's like the same reason, like, at the end of a piss-up night, you go and get a kebab, right? It's bad for you, but sometimes the stomach wants what the stomach wants. Cult of the Lamb is Animal Crossing for goths. Yeah, okay, that's the box quote right there. That is indeed just the box quote right there. Get this wall done, get a ding, and I can have a sip of me coffee. Because I'm sure we're on the clock. Are we actually... I guess we're just getting paid by the square inch of the ground we cover, not by the hour. Bloody freelance contracts. They expect the job done well, don't they? As opposed to quick and dirty. I guess it's far from quick and dirty. It's much more the opposite. You're telling me, was that for the Burger King sausage rolls, or what I was saying about, you know, the kebabs at the end of the night? Oh, about contractors. Oh, okay. We'd moved on from the sausage roll discussion. Okay. But once again, reiterating, like, I guess that qualifies as, like, all contractors are people too. Because, you know, people can be complete bellends. Sometimes you get burnt by just some complete knobs. But finding a good trades person, you know, be it mechanic, electrician, or whatever. Yeah, because what did you say, Mika? You were gas fitter, plumber type. So, are you on the books of like a bunch of like building companies? It's like that recommended. They recommend you for a gig because you've built up a good reputation. Because some like building firms will just like go back to one person because they know they're cheap. Others will go back to them because they know they'll actually do a decent job. You've got quite a few on your. You've said, yeah, okay. So when are these like? I was going to say competitors, but like folk when you can't do the job, they're the ones you'll recommend a client to. And equally so, there may be similar trades and go, right, well, I work with this this spark quite a lot. I would recommend if you're looking for an electrician, go chat with this one. Actually, should we do the roof? No, we should do all the pillars first. Well, for all I know, maybe Burger King had started, or have done a seasonal sausage roll. I wouldn't be surprised about that, actually. But I honestly can't remember the last time I went into a Burger King. I can't remember the last time I went into a McDonald's, actually. Like I've said, I think I was saying this yesterday, I don't do takeout because I can't afford it, so yeah. Getting a curry or Chinese or even like, you know, going to Mackie D's and getting something. It's been a hot minute since I did anything like that. Just stay in a goddamn lane. I mean, you don't have to exalt the virtues of, like, home cooking. But also, you know, sometimes, I will say, like, when I did, like, really, like, late night shoots and things like that, once you get back from that, if there hasn't been craft services, you want some food quick, it's whatever's available, and you're not after a 12-hour on location shoot and 4 hours of driving, you're not looking to cook, to be honest. Now, yeah, KFC sausage roll is a little more hard to believe. Like, I could see McDonald's or Burger King doing some kind of... Because they, I mean, they have the breakfast menu, they have the sausage patty kind of breakfast thing. So I could imagine them doing some kind of sausage roll. KFC is a little more of a reach. About 9.5-hour drive to Scotland. You'll be splitting it up into 5-hour drive first day and the 4.5 next day. All right, so you're splitting the journey as well. So where's the layover? I would imagine. I'm trying to think. I'm guessing probably. I don't know. Well, certainly if you're like really high up in the Highlands, I would imagine maybe like somewhere North England, Newcastle, Leeds, something like that. On some companies list, all I know is that my phone rings, it's a contractor, I check my dates and either turn them down or book them in. Yeah. So I can't remember. I think it was you, Mika, that was going on about your bike, weren't you? Are you riding up, or are you actually driving? So I think it was a couple of days ago. I know there's this discussion on like motorcycles and that. I think it was you mentioned it. I would imagine in the summer, you know, basically cross-country ride. I'm almost thinking like long way down, kind of like bike ride all the way up to the Highlands. Would be fun. Yeah, I vaguely recall you saying that like, the bike was bust. Hey, I mean, also the clothes, is that... I'm sure they're just optional. If you're on your own and you're up in the Highlands, isn't it, like, naked for 2 weeks? You don't need to worry about clothes and washing, right? Yeah, the bit was funny initially. It's definitely lost its impact. I saw it, I just ignored it. It's not moving on the conversation any. I mean, if you wanted to go for something funny, you'd pick like trying to think like what would actually yeah, because you need to pick a company that doesn't do food, but it's conceivable they would do a sausage roll. Like Dino Rod sausage roll, the GlaxoSmithKline sausage roll. The Black & Decker sausage roll. The more I say sausage roll, the more it comes out like Jeremy Lee Clarkson. I managed to stumble over somebody's name. But I guess that's also because I'm, you know, slowly melting here. Mika's was answering a question I was asking about, like, the trip up to Scotland and that. See, there you go. The Hannibal Lecter sausage roll. Hey, keep it civil, folks. I mean, I can hit the ban button, or at least the timeout one. Sausage roll-based threats are quite the niche, yeah. I'm pretty sure it is an act, though, currently at the Edinburgh Fringe, right? I will say both Mika and Dex, you're on notice. next threat of violence, you get put on the naughty step. Right. This bench divider is completely done. That's done. That's done. That one's done, and that one's done. Okay. I beat you to the naughty step joke, did I? Okay. Though getting beat on the naughty step is definitely a very specific kink. There are certain businessmen that pay certain contractors in Soho quite a lot of money for that kind of thing. And there we go. Right. Microsoft Phantom. Yeah, that needs more work. I mean, I'm all for like the workshopping of jokes here, because God help me, I could do with it as well. See, the funnier thing would have been like the Xbox branded Fanta, considering like the branding collaborations with Mountain Dew and things like that. So Fanta, it feels like it's a mid-brand. It needs to be either like an obvious brand, or you need to do like something ridiculous, like the Xbox branded Aldi brand, Aldi own lemonade, or something like that. See, I believe in you, Dex, that you can actually come up with a funny joke. I mean, we've got probably a couple more hours. We can figure it out as we go. Right, come on. So we have. No, we haven't done the divider yet because there's still dirt on the back here. Yeah. Absolutely scathing dunk. Hey, I mean, I'm just like, I'm hot and sweaty. I have zero time at the moment. My brain is not functioning in any functional capacity. Okay, now it sounds like you're just going for the bad joke book. Red and bad teeth. It's going to be some kind of vampire joke, I guess? A British vampire or something like that. Is that going to be it? Oh, well, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Bad for your teeth. Oh, yeah, that will do it. Yeah, that's better. See, we're making a marked improvement now. Right. Let's see. Divider's done. This bench still has crap. This bench still has crap. This one still has crap. And this one does. Okay. Right, so it's all going to be on the underside, isn't it? Maybe. Doesn't seem like it, actually. There we go. It's near the back. We have to hose it down. We have to give it a colonic irrigation. We basically put the pressure washer right up its arse. And we managed to get a ding out of it. There we go. See, that's what we're after. There we go. Right. Right. Were these gates done? No, these silver gates are not done yet. Can we actually see? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the problem. When it's black dirt on a black gate, we're going to struggle to find what we should be hosing down. So I'm guessing we just, like, do several coats on it and hope for the best. Ah, they're two separate gates, actually. Okay. There we go. Okay. Not too bad then in the end. Right, so we did all the benches. We've done all the box thing. We did the benches, did the pillars. Let's turn on auto shoot. I'm just wondering, can I... Yeah. I can multitask. Also, I didn't realise that those stairs actually went up to daylight. They actually bothered with a skybox. Does that mean if there's if we could figure out what the no-clip commands were, we could find out what's above the subway station. Okay, right. Let's go. How do I set physics to no? I mean, in real life, I've been trying that for years. There we go. I reject your reality and substitute my own. So is Terraria the only game that's going on the Switch for the Journey North, Cinder? Or have you managed to dig out a few others? There you go. Ding. Right. Okay, so basically the inner concourse, we did all of that bit of floor. Yeah. These ones definitely... I was about to say they came out of the book. They actually sounded like the ones that come out like the Christmas crackers, actually. Have we got a big bad... I was going to say big book of bad puns. But they're not quite puns, are they? I mean, I'm all for a good pun. But we're definitely in Christmas cracker territory. Shit jokes online. That's literally what you put into Google. Shit jokes online, and I'm guessing like the search results are like probably several 100,000 websites. You got AC in the remake of Skyward Sword. You've also got MacBook up and probably play Stardew on that. Ah, there you go. There you go. But do you have Stardew on Steam? And are you going to be able to? Are you going to remember to set it to offline mode, or have you got like the GOG version? You can do the DRM thing, and you don't have to worry about internet connection. Thankfully. Also, you can make some D&D characters as a last resort. Yeah, well, you did say like world building type stuff was going to be potentially on the agenda. You actually recollecting this from several years ago of bad jokes. So they're so bad, they somehow ingrain themselves in the memory. I honestly can't remember as well, so that might be a Google thing to do. But I'm pretty sure, just to make sure it doesn't like start trying to authenticate and that, maybe make sure it's properly set to offline mode, just in case. Otherwise, you'll try and boot it up, go, oh, I've got a couple of hours, sit down, play some... Oh. Just get that deflated expression. Also, we did say we weren't going to do the roof bit. Okay, let's see how easy or hard it is to just do this section. If not, we'll then do, I guess, the other bit of track. Right, main ceiling support. Ah, I see where it is. It's going to be... There we go, yeah. Okay, right. Let's scooch this out of the way. put it wherever we can. There we go. That'll do it. Right. This is going to take a while because there's loads of ground in oil and shit, isn't there? So if it's anything like the other side, it took a while. You're back, are you, Mika? Right. You kept the naughty... I was going to say naughty seat. Naughty step. Nice and snug and warm. So, I mean, what are you going to do whilst you're up in Scotland? Obviously, you said you're doing it as a getaway as well. Have you actually got like plans, as in like, you know, I've got a book. I'm definitely going to get away. I'm actually going to read this book. Are you taking your laptop as well? And right, I'm going to be spending the entire time playing, I don't know, Stardew Valley or something like that. What constitutes people's kind of ideal getaway? I mean, I can't comment because I've not had a holiday in about 13 years or something stupid like that. So I wouldn't even know. Probably just the opportunity to get away and do fuck all. But then I would start getting inside my own head going, I should really be doing something. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Oh no. And then the cycle begins. You've got Project Zomboid on Steam. That might be fun. I mean, I've been intrigued by Project Zomboid. So I want to say it's like it first like started rearing its head when I started doing kind of like content creation, things like that. But it's one of those games that has existed in like some form of early access for about, what, 10 years now? You'd love to go to France and spend the week on the edge of a carp lake. Alright, so it would be like, the idea would be the getaway and just kind of like spend the entire time fishing. That would be your ideal getaway. Drink, see the beach, talk to Scots, read a book, and try Scottish food again. I mean, this is it. There probably is proper kind of Scottish cuisine. But, you know, you say that to somebody, everybody's brain immediately goes to, what, just deep-fried Mars bars then? But no, I mean, you did say you were a whiskey drinker, so are you going to spend a day at a distillery? Because that's definitely probably on the schedule, right? Are we just like cut and pasting stuff from wikis now? Well, I mean, if you're going to do that, oh, I need to turn that off. There you go. That's bullshit stuff. That gets you put on the naughty seat step as well. There you go. Like I said, don't have the time and patience at the moment. It's too hot. Spamming chat with stuff like... I mean, it's an interesting troll. Don't get me wrong, that is an interesting troll. And, I mean, it'd be relevant if it was like... any of them were tied to anything. So, like, if there was, like, some famous Scottish chef, or, like, the best way to cook carp. I know you don't cook carp, but, you know, that kind of idea. I've never done fishing either. I mean, I think the closest I got to do in any kind of water sports is I did a bit of kayaking once, but I can barely swim, so anything that's next to the water, I'm probably putting myself and others at risk, shall we say. You drink it, not make it. Pretty sure it'd be pretty interesting. No, when I meant going to a distillery, that is a big thing. It's like going to a vineyard for tasting. You go round, see how the process is, and then it's just an excuse to get to the end of the tour and then just take samples, right? Because at the end of the day, the people that like run these tours of distilleries, all they want you to do is, once you've walked around, walk away with a big crate of booze, because then they've made some money. You'd like to go fishing and actually be able to take it home and cook it. Oh, as in like, yeah, what's that? So you have different types of fishing. There's like sport fishing, catch and release type stuff. There is like, you know, the catch it, cook it, eat it mentality one. It's probably got an official term. I don't know what it would be. Recreation? No, it wouldn't be. I guess it could be recreational, but you know. Your mum went up to Scotland recently and brought you a little bottle of scotch and haven't had the heart to tell her you don't drink scotch. Catch and cook and catch and release. Okay, those are the actual terminologies. So is it that to quickly walk around, drink the whiskey, then stumble back to the hotel? Yeah, that's pretty much like what these distillery tours and vineyard tours are all about. Getting some locals, get them to walk around, point at some vats, and go, right, and then we finish off at the sampling room. Who would like a drink? That's pretty much what the entire thing is. I mean, I've not done it with a distillery. Have done that kind of thing at a brewery and a vineyard once. Admittedly, I just took the free samples and didn't buy anything. But it is a thing you can certainly do, and I would imagine there's plenty of distilleries up in Scotland. And if you're a whiskey drinker, it probably is a must. Because, let's face it, the Scots are known for several things, but one high on the list is Scotch. Brothers already called dibs on it. Okay. I mean, I feel like it's vaguely sacrilegious, but really the only kind of like whiskey I'm okay with is bourbon. It's American whiskey. I don't know what it is. I think it's probably something to do with, like, I guess the distillery process and like the sugar content of it and that. But then again, it might be just a case of I've not had whiskey for ages, and the stuff I had was like just bad. So it might be purely a case of like my previous experiences with whiskey have tainted me, and maybe my palate has changed somewhat. My tolerances have as well. But yeah. Anyway, like I said, we've been pointing at the ground for a while now. We've not had a ding. I can't remember. I think the entire floor is... yeah, maybe we just do the tracks. Let's just do the tracks, and at least we can get a ding out of it, hopefully. You, well, just agree that whiskey tastes awful. I mean, there might be that. It could be that. How are we doing, Trillion? How was the cider and sing-song? Did we enjoy ourselves? Bourbon's the sweet one, right? I don't drink bourbon that much. I mean, it's so yeah, you have your Irish and Scotch whiskies, which are, I think they're supposed to be like more malty, and then you have your Kentucky bourbon, and there are like drier rye whiskies that are reasonably popular in the States. I mean, it's like one of those things. Might be one of those weird things. Like, it could be like a. I would be all right with like a Japanese whiskey or something like that, because the Japanese are actually big on whiskey. Weirdly, I know that much. It's It's one of those things like Scotland, that their major exports of whiskey are to America and Japan. I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying, like, I vaguely recall, like, seeing a documentary or hearing something, like, a number of years ago, where it's like, obviously, all the major exports for the country, whiskey is high on the list, and they're major exporters to both America and Japan, because they can't get enough of the stuff. Makes maple syrup from Canada. Your friend sent you 2 bottles of maple syrup. Fab, but you're not recovered from the burning the candle. Oh, they were long days and nights, were they? Oh, okay. Oh, you are. You might get. Well, I guess not take it with you because you're going tomorrow. There's going to be a desperate hunt for a bottle of sake before you leave. But order it up so it's there waiting for you. I'm presuming it's not going to wing its way all the way from Japan from ordering. It's probably already in a warehouse, probably somewhere in the north of England. Right, this track is nowhere near done, but okay, if we were to rotate, just try and get inside the grooves. Seems to be working reasonably well. The track floor vibrating indicator is a bit disconcerting, but you know, we'll live with it. We are indeed Bulgog. Like I said, people didn't seem that fussed about Bear and Breakfast, so I figured, as we didn't play this yesterday because we were busy doing Cult of the Lamb, we'd at least get a little bit of progress done on this, and, you know, who knows, maybe I will feel a bit cooler with all this water being sprayed everywhere, even if in reality I'm sweating my balls off. Reminds you to wash the car tomorrow. Oh, that's on the to-do list, is it? Okay. I'm pretty sure if I went at my car with a power wash, I would possibly dislodge several panels of the car. Like I said, the rust is the only thing holding it together at the moment. Oh, you got to wash the van before you go. Oh, okay. Now, is it one of those things you're better off doing it sooner rather than later when the hosepipe bans come into effect? Oh, you've actually got indoor parking for it. Okay, yeah, that is a privilege. Right, we almost... Yeah, almost. Right. We're definitely into the more baked-on dirt on this side. The dings are far and few between. We need that hit of serotonin. Come on. So we've basically only done 2/3 of it. Okay. Let's do rotations. So this being the van, I presume this is the works van. Have you got one of those little signs on the back going, tools are not left in this vehicle overnight? Though I guess if it's parked inside, is that necessary? I guess for insurance purposes, probably most certainly. You need serotonin, just take the steering wheel off back on, wait for the ping. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, we have joked we probably need to put that in as a sound effect. Maybe once the game is done, so once, you know, we're completely done with PowerWash Simulator, just in case, you know, we need that hit of a serotonin at some point. We'd make it a sound effect redemption. Apparently there's some dirt on this thing somewhere. It's yet to go ding. Is that it there? Come on, there we go. Thank God for that. Getting blue-balled by a length of steel. Right. So, chew through all the dirt. And, like I said, I might do a slightly earlier finish today, because it is rather warm. And rather than disappearing into a puddle, might be advisable for both my physical and mental health to, you know, not evaporate before your very eyes. Also, probably advisable for the PC as well, because it's probably going, it's too hot! Why are you making me work during this heat? Another reason to get away, right? Yeah, because I would imagine you, both of you, Cinder and Mika, it still might be hot up there, but I'm presuming it's going to be a little cooler than the rest of the country. Yeah, look at all this hard work. I'm literally just pressed one button. I'm just going left. With your technological luck, you really don't want to be pushing it. Yeah, exactly. I think the PC has a vendetta against me. But I think basically any bits of technology have a vendetta against me. Right. There's some dirt on this thing somewhere. I'm determined to find it and eradicate it. Find them and destroy them. You hope so. You took the safe box out of the van and it's reading 36 degrees. Oof. Yeah. Wherever you are, hydrate, people. And make sure you don't keep any animals in vehicles that hot. Ooh-wee. Yeah, right. Oh, that's actually outside the vehicle. Inside the vehicle is probably another 10 degrees on top of that, right? Easily. Understatement saying it's an oven, yeah. Right. It's a furnace. got a fire elemental trapped in the back of your van. Is this how you make Minecraft in real life? Just get a fan, stick it outside during what is now commonplace of English summertime, and wait for metal to melt. I mean, let's face it, vaguely appropriate with what we're cleaning at the moment. I'm surprised there hasn't been more reports of the various train tracks around here buckling. Fire elemental is your bricklayer. Given give the guy a break. Yeah, sorry. they're just working hard. They're just doing the job. Right. Scooch all this down. The tunnel floor is actually almost there, surprisingly. Actually done a reasonable job with this. Surprisingly, the other one took ages to do, but I think it's because there was a lot of baked-in dirt. Oh no, that's the seam, isn't it? That's the halfway point. Okay, no, it's just this, because that's almost done. That's much. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, we've just found the halfway point. That's all. There was a track fire in London when it was... Yes, well, actually, there was a bunch of fires in London. So I remember hearing the various news reports of, you know, they were actually pulling in fire crews from outside the region. Because when it was the 40 degrees plus stuff, look, just everything was fucked. He's got a family to feed, and hunting adventurers Avernus wasn't putting bread on the table. I mean, in this economy, I mean, everyone needs a side hustle. Clearly, for fire elementals, it's bricklaying. It's good, honest work. So that's right up until the earth elemental comes and undercuts him. Does it for half price because he can just shape the stones into place. Yeah, potters, glass blowers. I'm trying to think what else. I would say, to a certain extent, plumbers as well. I could see a fire elemental being a good plumber, because, you know, heating and bending pipes into shape and, you know, doing a bit of spot welding all those copper pipes together. That would be quite handy. But smithies would the smithy need his own van? I could see it's a farrier, isn't it, that does horseshoes? Maybe it's kind of like maybe there's a door-to-door farrier. That I guess that would be the niche in the market. Instead of having to go to the blacksmith for horseshoes, the blacksmith could come to you, because the elemental could provide their own heat to do your horseshoes for you. Who needs an arc welder when you got fire elemental? You know what it is? No, you need a bunch of fire elementals on a tarmacking crew. That's what it would be. Doing roofs and patching up the potholes in the road. That's it. That's it. We've found some good, honest work for them that is always needed. We'll just get the fire elementals on the one of these kind of road construction crews, or working for the council, patching potholes. Now, would they do a better or worse job than what the current council workers are? Because they literally just come along, pour a bit of tarmac in and fuck off. And then about 2 weeks later, the pothole's back because it's completely sunk. What? I mean, okay, right, well, this is a one-shot right here, isn't it? You play as the monsters, but they're all trying to work honest jobs. They basically unionized and said, we're no longer working in those dungeons. Are you kidding me? Adventurers keep coming along and trying to kill us. We're going to try and find some work with benefits, at least. And once again, for some reason, we've decided to turn D&D into a small business simulator. Welcome, Pickly Rick. How are we? Right. Okay. We're obviously leaving these walls till last because, you know, branding. So I guess we can do this wall. What was it? Platform wall. That's it. You're hella out of breath. Did you rush to get here? I appreciate the dedication. No, what's left you out of breath? I feel like, I mean, we'll live vicariously through you, whatever. Oh, we're playing some Beat Saber, were you? Oh, okay, yeah, I can understand that now. I mean, I haven't played it myself, but I've seen enough people in YouTube videos just sweating buckets having played Beat Saber. That's your cardio for the day, right there, isn't it? Yeah, I saw you saying about the Earth Elemental do the concrete thing, yeah. Really? Is the Autobot actually made out of concrete? I thought that was tarmac as well. I'd be surprised if German motorways were purely concrete. I know there's like some racetracks that are concrete. Admittedly, I'm thinking like banked tracks on Nürburgring and things like that, and concrete. Okay, well this ain't shifting particularly quickly, is it? I don't know how it could get so mouldy inside a subway. I mean, surely, well, I guess it does get a bit hot and sweaty in there. But, you know, we don't expect lichen to be growing underground. Mushrooms, maybe. Not so much lichen. There's very little photosynthesis in a subway. A pixie band who play tunes inside a little box is a fantasy... Yeah, I can see that. Have I sent you down the rabbit hole now, Cinder? Just basically, you're now going through the Monster Manual, trying to figure out what each of the monsters would do in some kind of weird real-life scenario. It could be a London Tube, actually, yeah. I mean, clearly somebody's on strike, right? It would be a cute world, yeah. Right, well, I might have to get the swizzle stick out to actually shift some of this hard ground in dirt. Also, how's it ground in up there? Yeah, on the track I understand. But up here, I guess I'm just not getting... not getting the pressure. Okay, what we need to do is we need to switch out to probably... Let's go with medium extension. Does that seem like it's shifting it? To a certain extent? What about with the super long one? Well, it's getting bigger. Right. As long as the council see the pounds coming in, they're happy. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think we are shifting it now. To some extent. Yeah. Yeah, okay, good. Well, I guess at least the surface stuff. There could be ground-in stuff we're not seeing. We'd have to hit the cheat button to find out. Also, because we've got the extension thing on, we do have to deal with the fact that it does feel like it's a narrower beam. Would it be a beam? What would be? I guess it's cone. No, cone doesn't feel fun. I guess it's just spray, isn't it? Narrow spray. Yeah. So it feels like beam is probably appropriate considering it's a digital spray of water. Platform wall is almost done, so there is some like ground in bits, probably just in the corners. We can see a few patches right there. There's going to be like tiny bits on the edge which are going to catch us out. Actually, you know what's catching us out? It's all of this bit! Actually, no, wait. That is like 3/4 done. Was there a section back here that is less? No, this is all 3/4. No, there you go. Okay, no, this is almost done. Okay, so it's from the halfway seam, isn't it? Okay. So there's a bit somewhere. Right, where are we thinking? There's going to be a bit of dirt somewhere we haven't seen. I'm going to have to use the cheat button, aren't I? Okay, right. Let's have a look. Oh, it's down the edge there. It's in shadow. What we do in the shadows. You hide from my long nozzle of doom. You made the mistake. You made iced coffee with cold brew concentrate and didn't dilute. Oh no! You can smell colours. You can see like the fabric of reality. But smelling colours is I can't remember what the like the neurological condition is, but it's like I know there are people that suffer and they can actually like see sounds, but I mean it is like this cross-wiring thing. Maybe you would be able to smell colours? Took the red pill. Yep. Synesthesia, thank you. Yeah, I probably would have got there eventually if my brain wasn't, like, microwaving itself in my skull. There we go, we got a satisfying ding. There we go. But yeah, I know it's not just, like, being able to hear sounds. I know it's basically a cross-wiring of, like, all the senses in the brain. So it's hearing sounds and tasting colours and it probably, maybe, I don't know. But I know there's a bunch of cross-wiring for people that do suffer it. Seeing sounds, sorry. Like I said, my brain is microwaving in my skull in this heat. You know that ding sound we keep hearing? That's the microwave going. Now, apparently, we're only 50% clean. Well, 51%. There's still a lot of subway to go, apparently. Do we attempt to, like... I said about 5 o'clock, actually. Shall we see if we can get... I don't know. Let's see if we can get all of the platform done, because I guess we've done, like... Oh, no, because there's all that wall as well. Fuck. Okay, it's going to be half the platform done. Let's pick a point in the middle. So I'm guessing the main ceiling is an entire thing on its own. Okay, right. Also, do we need the super long one? I guess to get the reach, possibly. Let's see if, like, the medium will do it. Looks like it might. We might get away with the medium. Now, does it look like they're both parts of the same? Let's, like, take a bigger chunk out of this side. No! Okay, so we can just go down the middle. Okay, perfect. Right. In which case, we will absolutely do this. I'm going to try and do half of the platform roof. In, I don't know. We'll see how we get on by about 5:15. Like I said, it's whether I can continue to cope. But we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. There we go. See, we get a satisfying ding. Good. Come on, come on. So, Cinder, I know you said you spent like ages up the other night watching. Was it Dimension 20's? It was the candy one, wasn't it? Did you finish that off, and have you moved on to something else since? Because is it that's another thing, is having to be loaded onto a iPad or a media stick or like something. Because I was going to say, watching stuff live and even YouTube may be something of a struggle, right? You might have enough signal to get emails, but I'm imagining like streaming large media files is going to be something of a problem. up in the sticks. Oh yeah, that's was it second episode this week or third? Second one, okay, yeah. Now everybody else, I mean, what, you know, besides from watching me, of course, what have been on people's watch lists of recent? I mean, it not necessarily just like Twitch or YouTube or anything like that, but, you know, what's on the old Prime or Netflix queue for most folk? I'm about episode 8 of Sandman. I'm trying to stretch it out because I know it's going to be over soon else. And then once that's done, I've got no idea what I'm going to. Could do with finding maybe a new live play D&D show to like sink my teeth into. But it'd probably have to be one that is on YouTube, because fortunately I mean I'm struggling even to like keep up to date with like the crit roll stuff, because don't manage to really see the well, never see the live version, but the rerun version I struggle with. And then by the time it hits YouTube, I've normally got a D&D game on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays are off, so if I could watch a bit, then I'd be fine just about by Friday if I catch some of the live version. So that's about it. But yeah, I could do with like one I could kick back to, and like the entire series is on YouTube or some other service where I don't have to pay a subscription. You're planning on watching The Boys, are you? I did the, what was it, the first season? But I know a lot of people have been raving about this latest season. But yeah, I got rid of my Prime subscription, I don't know, what was it, January time? But I might just do this cycle now, like do a year of Prime and then do a year of Netflix and do a year of Prime and just switch between the two. So I mean, is there any other services out there, like streaming services, that people like would champion? They go like, no, this has got loads of content, they're always adding new stuff, this is definitely worth the, I guess at the moment it's what, like, for most of them it's ballpark about like £8 for like the standard package, but they're always eking up the price. And did I hear right that like even like Disney is planning a ad-supported version and a premium version of Disney Plus at some point soon? But the ad-supported version isn't going to be free or anything like that. It's still, I think it's like, the ad-supported is like a £5 and the premium version's like £9 or something like that. You know for sure, like the ad-supported version, there's going to be so many, it's going to be obnoxious, and it's going to encourage people to upgrade to the premium version. So when you say quickly, Rick, that you're planning on, does this mean you're like basically going to mainline binge watch? I think is it season 3 they're on at the moment, or has just finished airing? Also, can you even call it airing when it's clearly on demand? Airing definitely implies it's coming across the airwaves like traditional TV has always done. But You're going to bounce. Your wee little Mac might explode in this heat. Yeah, if I try to play Terraria and watch the stream, I don't blame you. You go have fun, buddy. I'm probably going to be calling it quits sooner rather than later. Haven't tried any, so you're just debating it at the moment. Okay. So what has been the last box set or whatever you've been watching? Presumably on Prime. Ding, ding, multiple dings. I don't watch a huge amount, but you know, if there is a good series I really like, I will attempt to consume it as wholeheartedly as possible. Hell of a boss recently. No frame of reference. Go on. Elevator pitch time. What the hell is hell of a boss? This is presuming it is actually a TV show, not some YouTuber or streamer I should be aware of, but clearly I'm not. Adult cartoon on YouTube. Ah, okay, right. I feel less bad not getting the reference then now. I mean, there generally is things like people say something, go, am I just old, or is that just too obscure that even like somebody younger than me wouldn't get? I don't know. Should I open my mouth and ask? Or how big an idiot will I look? Hey, I'm on the internet. Looking an idiot is basically part of the course, right? Oh, there's the ding. It comes with the territory. Right. Okay, so that looks all good. Right, let's turn this off for a bit. Right. Platform ceiling. Ah, that's a bit mucky right there. There you go. Right. That's good. That's good. Yeah, okay, right. Obviously the side wall of this platform ledge. You absolute ledge, you. There you go. Supporting all these people. Absolute ledge. I've got a feeling like the burnt on rust is going to be a pig to remove. Come on. I mean, we're at a whole 56%. Admittedly, that was 5% more than, like, after we finished, what was it? It was doing the side walls up there, wasn't it? Some of these bits have definitely taken a lot longer than the others. Right, also, it's... No, this platform ledge might do the entire length. Okay, right, it's not like split down the middle then. Like some of the other concrete slabs. But yeah, I think in this heat we might be getting closer to an end spot today. There we go. As you know, it's warm. I know I keep repeating it, but it definitely requires repeating. Because, you know, it'd be a bit sweaty. Right. Let's see if we can, like, do half of the roof. I did maybe say, like, quarter past, so we got 10 minutes. I feel like this is achievable, right? It looks like... So what am I running into the benches. Italy jumping onto the bench might be a good way of getting a little more height. Now, I'm now seeing all the various little elements. It's going to take more than 10 minutes to do this bit. Jeez, okay. Also, what's the uncouple mode? C, isn't it? Yeah. Come on. We need that serotonin hit. Make the sound. So that's Simpsons meme again, isn't it? He's going to say the thing. There you go. All the dirt up there. I mean, yes, we have a step ladder set up. We could just literally climb the step ladder. But because we're on super extendy setting... Actually, no, super extendy setting is good because then we can reach over there. Okay. Okay, it's being a little more generous with us when it comes to the guttering up here. I mean, I think I joked about this last time we played it. I wonder if somebody has done speedruns of PowerWash Simulator yet. I mean, it's certainly going to happen at some point, but there is the genuine curiosity whether it has already begun, and people are starting to root, best ways around the game. Coming to AGDQ, a 100% run on PowerWash Sim. That takes the entire week up. I mean, if they're going to be graceful, they might give me, like, the ledge bit for free. Yeah, they do, actually. And the light. Perfect. I don't need to prop up any ladders. This is a lot of roof to cover. Like I said, yeah. Don't think we're even going to do the halfway point by quarter past. Oh well. We will make a solid effort. Again, degree of irony when we're mostly handling liquids. It still baffles my mind where the hose is coming from. Let alone the power. Well, I guess, yeah, if this is an abandoned subway tunnel, why are the lights still on? I mean, in this day and age, when, you know, they're overcharging for, you know, utilities, is this some sort of scam just to get the boost up the profit margins of another utility company? Just make sure all the abandoned stations in the various subways are all still juiced up, and the local municipal government is having to pay out for all these bills for completely abandoned buildings. See, come the revolution. It's the fat cats that are powering up these abandoned subway stations that will go first, right? These digital, non-existent, non-real subway stations with their hardy fluorescent lights that have somehow managed to survive and don't crack the moment I point a PowerWash stream at them. Yeah, it's going to put me on some sort of watch list. Yeah, I was realising that as I was saying it. It's going to be... Here's the proof. Look, they said it live on camera. We've got the clip to prove it. Right. So, that's done. That's done. No, that wall is not done, actually. There we go, now it's done. Okay, right. Let's double check all of these before we get to the end. Right. Ceiling, good. Wall, good. Presumably ledge and that as well. Ceiling, wall. Get to the ledge now, okay. Parkour! Parkour! Damn it. Okay, never mind. Ceiling... Wall. Ceiling. Wall. Okay. Last bit. I have one more bit, and 2 minutes to do it in. Who knows? Maybe we can. Here you go, speedrunning strats. Gotta go fast. I mean, seriously, don't think we could have done this without, like, the souped-up pro version sprayer, right? That we spent ages trying to save up to make. But make? Buy. But I do feel like we might have to grab the ladders. She's gonna slow us down. What about the strats? The strats! I mean, the ceiling is almost there, actually. There we go. The ceiling is done. Right. But it's going to be the stuff for the ledge. Okay, right. Quick, run! We've got like 30 seconds. Go, 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 go! We got the light. We got the light. Come on, come on. You can do this. There we go, we got the wall. And we got the ledge. We did it. Perfect timing as well, also. I guess we'll just finish off this bit as well. To the middle point. Actually, did we do the entire... No, we did the entire end cap bit. Okay, right. Let's at least try and get that done as well. And we hit 60% because we got a little text message come through. We're less than 2/3 of the way there. And we just spent 2 hours, 15 minutes in this particular bit. Also, we're still waiting for this to go ding. Come on, why haven't you gone ding yet? You're denying me my serotonin hit. Is it? Oh, I guess it would be this bit. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Right, perfect. Well, that is where we will call it for the day. And don't forget to follow the Kilobits and like and subscribe and all that other content creator bullshit. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'm going to go sink my head in a bowl of ice because it's pretty warm. So yeah, we will go to the menu. There you go. That should do it.